What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Brug versus Big Little Company game. And today we are in for a very wonderful surprise. This is Gibular Bob's new team versus Big Little Company that I believe was a team last season. On the side of Brug, we have Maple, Gibular Bob, Retalker, Miyagi, and Heine. Playing for Big Little Company, we have Caleb32, Gloomy Mulaney, I hope I said that correctly, Hunter, Lord Angel 10, and Tog. This is going to be a very interesting matchup indeed. For the bans today, some very interesting bans. Let me see 1 second. I have those down. They are Arctic and Ship, so people not wanting to play the Arctic and Ship, understandably so. Arctic is about to get revamped, and Ship was just recently revamped, meaning that teams might not know them as well. And so that is very understandable choices for the map bans today. And the first map we will be getting into very shortly will be Hideout, chosen by Big Little Company, and Brug opting into the Enforcer side, as Hideout is typically an Enforcer-sided map, especially if it is played very well, and I expect nothing short of great gameplay today from both of these teams. All the players have joined the lobby. We are waiting to start for some reason. I wonder if they have a player possibly waiting to start this. Let's see here in a second. Let me message both of the teams to make sure that we are in fact ready to go. Oh. Alright, it appears that Big Little Company is actually switching to the Enforcer side, and Brug will be taking the side of Revolters. Very interesting choice from Brug, especially with first map being Hideout here. Waiting for one last person to switch. They have switched. Hideout is selected. Start button waiting to be hit any second now. Very excited to watch this match today. It's unfortunate that we couldn't you know, see this on an actual VRML channel, but I am very new to the casting, and I'm a co-caster at the moment. I would need someone to host for me. Unfortunately, nobody else was available, so here we are co-casting on my own channel. Let me know how I do. Let these teams know how they are doing. They are waiting for the start, and they have the go-ahead, so we are about to get into the first map of Brug versus Big Little Company. Start button is selected, and we are off into the beginnings. Right here on the Hideout bomb defusal. And here we are, map 1, Brug versus Big Little Company. Brug choosing Revolter side. Big Little Company had the choice of Enforcer. So I'm curious to see what Brug will do in terms of their defense here, because they seem to be very confident in it. as that is the choice they chose on a typically enforcer-sided map here. And we are underway here as Big Little Company opting to choose into the garage push. Here's the typical push. Drone goes out, shot out by Retalker. Heyne and Retalker having a usual offensive stance, and Heyne takes out Hunter as they are pushing in here. Beautiful tour shot by Heyne. Gibular Bob taking out Tog on the front door. As pinks go out, as the team is aware of this typical garage push here. Beautiful frag goes out. Doesn't find anyone because Heyne took out Caleb. Heyne fighting on this door here as he does tuck behind. And oh, missed shot. Lord Angel takes out Retalker. Heyne takes out Lord Angel. And it is down to a 1v4. Taken out by Gibular Bob was Gloomy. And it is 1-0 for the side of Brug on this first map. Bottom floor hideout here as we do have Big Little Company opting into what looks to appear to be the typical storage B push, possibly going for the hatches as Hunter is set up on those staircase, maybe looking out for the window lean peek, as that is also not quite as common anymore, but still a pretty common lean for the Revolter side. It is a fantastic spawn peek and can take out people fairly easily on it. As we are seeing the pistols, frags, smokes coming out from Big Little Company. We might see some sort of a very aggressive push on this with the smoke choice here. Curious to see what they will pull with that, as Brug is going with the pistols. They do have one Vezin, so they are going on some sort of an eco round here, so they can continue to bring their eco into the next round. As the wall gets blown, shots fired, smoke goes out, nades out, and they choose not to full send this as Gloomy gets in with the EMB plant. Heyne sneaking up on him. Gloomy doesn't know. Heyne takes out Gloomy. Caleb, shots fired, and we are down to a 3v3 here in this matchup. 2v2 is Tog and Hunter. Heyne looking at the door. Storage push, it does appear to be, as storage door is broken. Todd taking some shots. Lord Angel shots as Heyne takes out Tog with the Vezin, actually. Heyne with the second Vezin kill, as he did pick it off Retalker's body when he did go down. So they were able to carry that Vezin over. We're not punished for that buy today, and they will have fairly good eco going into the next round here on the second floor, which is typically what you want to see. Brug appearing to have all of their players in garage. I'm kind of curious of what they're doing here now. I wonder if they're going to keep their stance up in the garage like they did last time, because it appeared to do very well. And Big Little Company looks further to go up towards the roof here. I wonder if they'll be going for hatches. One does drop down to the garage. We do have two people lagging behind. Retalker and Heyne early kills Retalker with the shot through the door onto Tog, and the nade taking out Hunter. Heyne lean out the window, taking out Gloomy on the stairs. This is now down to Caleb and Bot David as one does disconnect, sorry. Bot David making his way down the bottom. Heyne and Gibular Bob set up, waiting for Caleb, but Caleb is ready for Heyne, takes him out with the Omen as Bob goes for the refrag. Hey, Bob taken down by Caleb. Double Omen kill here. That is 2 Vezins down to the Omen, as he has shown what a beam that SMG can be. But David was taken out at some point, as Caleb is now down to a 1v3. Picks up the Vezin, has a stim, heals up to full HP as Maple is waiting for him in the garage. Miyagi waiting in laundry. They do have this fully bunkered down here, as Caleb doesn't really have an entry point from this side. I'm curious to see if they will hit the rotate or just sit out and wait for picks, as Retalker does look to be getting impatient. Possibly walking up to their death if they go out. I wonder if the pings came out that Caleb was on the box, as Retalker knows. He might try to bait Caleb here, but Caleb just opting to save the Vezin and the stim. Honestly, smart choice here from Caleb, as they'll be having more. Retalker swings him and takes him out. What a shot from Retalker. Caleb did not have the reaction time to stop him there, as he probably did not expect Retalker to full send it out the door. And we are on to a top floor hideout objective here, which is a fairly, I would say, the most attacker-sided objective here. Is Brug is up 3-0 on Big Little Company. Big Little Company is probably excited to see this site. They do not have the best eco here. I'm seeing an RCP, a Vezin buy, a Spectral, Omen, and another Spectral here. So very interesting eco. I am seeing a smoke and a grenade buy as well. Foam as well. No incendiary, which is an interesting thing to not buy for this site, especially since you can block off the majority of the site fairly well as on this, but it appears that Big Little Company might actually be setting up for a B push here instead of an A push, as they are towards the bedroom side here. Nothing comes out yet. They are taking their time here getting set up, as Caleb drops onto the railing. Tog looks to be roam clearing from the bottom, flanking from the bottom. This hatch does get blown. Shots fired. Retalker takes out Caleb on the railing. Beautiful shot from Retalker here, as Toon does not appear to be fully here at the moment. They are probably waiting for him, as Miyagi takes out Hunter. Gloomy takes out Miyagi. EMP is down. They will have to recover that. And shots fired as the hatch drop, as Toon attempts to pick up that EMP. Does collect it. Retalker takes out Gloomy. Retalker takes out Toon as well. Nade goes out. Does not find Retalker, as Tog is left alone on the bottom stairs here. Beautiful lane peek by Tog. Might actually take him out here. Misses his shots. His position is... Oh, hey, nay. Finds Tog. Those were unfortunate misses from Tog with that Spectral. That would have been a fantastic pickup, as they could have gotten the Vezin, possibly taken out more people with them as well. But unfortunately, the shots were missed, and he went down to hey, nay, bringing Brug up 4-0. Brug is on a bit of a roll here, as we are now on to round 5 for Big Little Company on the Enforcers. I see now why Big Little Company decided to go for... Or sorry, why Brug decided to go for the defense there. Shots by Toon on the front door. They're taking a bit of a slower approach to this here. Maybe switching it up and wanting to possibly go A here. Gibby or Bob takes out Caleb. As the piano wall is blown, Hunter takes out Gibular Bob. Toon pinging out. Gloomy takes out Retalker. Hane takes out Gloomy. And we are down to a 2v3 for the side of Big Little Company here. This is a very close round. Much closer than the previous rounds. Toon and Tog slowing it down. Looking for some picks. Seeing what they could get here. Stream laggy. Yes, I am aware of the laggy stream. I'm not quite sure why it is doing that. It was not doing it earlier at all. Tog did go down. It is now Toon left in a 1v3. Let me try to adjust this lag for you. I'm very sorry about this stream being laggy here. Not quite sure what's happening. It was perfectly fine right before it started. His Toon is looking for a cheeky pick. Doesn't find anyone. Crossing slowly over to A to get the unguarded EMP. Never mind. Miyagi was sitting right there in theater. Toon not expecting the quick shot out the window. Not quite sure why the stream is still lagging. I will try to still find that issue for you. Sorry about this. It does appear to maybe possibly getting a little better soon. Not really, but I will try to continuously fix that as we go on. But for now, we are into round 6. Brug up 5-0. Shots fired onto Gloomy. Gloomy is now lit. Very low. Nade goes out. Hane finds Gloomy on the window. Shots fired onto the balconies. Gibular Bob is looking for a cheeky pick. Hane pushing up onto the balcony, getting a little aggressive here. Retalker also there with Hane. Caleb finds Hane. Repelled on the balcony. Slowed game as Caleb, beautiful shot onto Gibular Bob. Miyagi finds Hunter on the balcony. Toon finds Miyagi. As there is a bit of a split gameplay here, as this does seem to be a B rotation here from Big Little Company. Toon, Caleb, and Tog all together now. They have EMP in their possession, up 3-2 on players. They are now beginning to push into the building here as they push into bedroom. Retalker finds Toon. Caleb finds Retalker. It is now a 2v1 scenario with Maple in the back. Tog, foam goes down. Maple, beautiful shot through the wall into Tog as they find themselves door blocked. Hitting the rotation over to A. A wall gets blown. Caleb is now pushing up with the EMP, hopefully to get that plant down. As a beautiful incendiary goes out. Love that incendiary. Caleb gets EMP down. Maple goes for the wall bang. Unable to connect onto Caleb's head. As Maple is now stuck in a 1v2 situation. EMP down. Todd getting a little ambitious with those shots. Looking to take out Maple. Finishing the round early here. Unable to do so as time is running out for Maple. And Caleb finds Maple on the defuse, and Big Little Company are up on the leaderboard now as it is 1-5 and Big Little Company. Brug up 5 points. However, we have swap now. And we can... Let's see what Big Little Company can do on the defense here. The buys out for Big Little Company are 2 frag grenades. You love to see it. 1 Cyclone does appear to be on A. I wonder if they'll stick to watching A on the Cyclone there. As Brug is coming out with Retalker with the Taurus, Hane with the Taurus, and then we have 3 Spectrals, 2 Foams. So I wonder if we're going to see a split hatch and wall push here, as that seems to be what they're doing. It will possibly be a hatch drop here, where they blow double hatches, as I did hear the foam go on the B wall blown, as Miyagi and Maple are not gonna push storage. Bob is looking through B, maybe looking for a great headshot onto someone who dares peeks the wall, as we will now shots fired onto Tog as he does begin to contest the wall. Retalker and Hane pushing down the wine cellar stairs. They might go for the A wall here. Very curious. Nades and utility go out. We will get a split look here as Gloomy backs into the back of A. They are aware of their presence. Hane was lit down. Hunter finds Maple outside of the B objective. Here are the KD checks for you before we get into more action here. Hane 13-2, Retalker 7-4, Miyagi 5-3, Gibular Bob 3-4, Maple 0-2. As we are beginning to see some more action as they do begin to push into storage. We do have Hane sneaking around. Waterfall does hit the flank as he hits the pinch, misses shots onto Tog as shots fired everywhere. And we're down to a 3v2 in the side of Big Little Company. Big Little Company definitely bringing the momentum from last round as they now have a 7-6 from Caleb, Hunter 5-6, Gloomy 2-7, Tog 1-5, Toon 1-3 KDs. They're hoping to bring it to a 2-5 as Retalker takes out Toon on the A side. Retalker brought down to literally 1 HP. Takes out the window, maybe wanting to bait the rotation from connectors. Hane trying to pick up that EMP. Does scoop it up from next to storage. Retalker and Hane split here, both one shot. Hunter takes out Retalker on the objective. They're now distracted as Hane has B-site for free. Not sure if he realizes it or not. EMP goes down. He's going to try to get that plant with 25 seconds left on the clock. He is sticking it. EMP planted. Hane 1v2 situation. Both players stuck in the connector. Hane backs out onto the wall. That is not the ideal plant spot, but it is a plant indeed as Hane circles back through storage. He gets in the back. Possibly about to find Hunter. Takes out Hunter. Tog takes out Hane. And they will have time to defuse the EMP. Big Little Company 2-5 onto Brug. Beginning to bring it back. Stream lag it do stutter. Yes, I am aware of the stuttering. I'm very sorry. Brabadabadoo of that. Unsure why it was doing it. Like I said, it was perfectly fine earlier. Tried getting him to let me co-cast as Ninja Tim. Absolutely not, and you know why. As we are heading into round 8. Big Little Company showing up Brug on the offense. We see now why Brug opted in for the defense on Hideout. They did have a fairly aggressive defense. Their offense not quite pulling through as hard as their defense did. Curious as to what they should try here. Possibly a more aggressive, as their slow takes are not getting the picks they needed, as they're actually getting picked off of Big Little Company or just sitting back holding angles. No frag buys, no utility. As a matter of fact, we are seeing one flashbang, one foam, one drone, as we might see a quicker play here from Brug. As Retucker does have that RCP, they might go for the drone in, flash side, quick push. We shall see as Heine is going up from the bottom to hit the flank. Up, waterfall stairs, drone goes out. Does ping Hunter in the back. There are trip mines set up in the garage here on that van. I do not believe they were pinged out by that drone. As Maple and Miyagi wanting to make their way in. Incendiary blocks the entry, and Hunter finds Heine on the flank. That flank did not work out for them as they are now down 4-5. Bad nade tossed out, not finding any hits, not going outside of the garage site. Hunter up on an aggressive angle on garage here, trying to find the head of Gigbular Bob. Brug is just chilling outside, and they are now full rushing in as they take out Hunter, Retalker, Gloomy. Oh my gosh! The double kill from the trip mines, the kill with the Jesper, the nade from Gloomy. It is a flurry of kills, dead in seconds. That is one of the quickest denies of an entry that I have seen in VRML, as Brug is now, giving Big Little Company another round. Big Little Company now is 3-5 as they are definitely holding their ground well here. That was very interesting push into garage. It does appear that the stream is getting a little bit better, at least from what I am seeing from the massive delay. But we are off into round 9 now. 3-5. Big Little Company versus Brug. It is a bottom floor objective once again for the side of Big Little Company to defend, as they do have a roamer this time. Gibbler Bog once again peeking out as Toon finds bot Sarah. There was a disconnect from someone. It appears to have been... not quite sure who was in for that, as I have forgotten. Apologies, but early pick from Big Little Company does put them up in players once again. As Retalker is looking at that A window, hoping someone will peek their little head through it to give him a free pick. Big Little Company not wanting to give the free pick, though, as they are up in. Mr. Gray comes in for the side of Brug. Unfortunately, is still dead due to the bot's death. Sarah rushing into storage as Heine is fighting inside of storage, fighting Toon, who's trying to defend it. Does have the Marui. You'll love to see the Marui by. Almost connects. Taken out by Caleb with the RCP. Absolute beam. Miyagi refrags Caleb. Toon refrags. Miyagi tugs Retucker down and Bob down to Toon. Big Little Company. What a performance. We did not expect to see this today, as they are making a name for themselves against Brug in this Season 3. Wanting to get higher in the standings here, and they are definitely showing their work here. As we are headed into round 10, the economy in the favor of Big Little Company, as Brug is forced to buy a Viper, Vezin, RCP, and 2 Omens. This is not the economy you would like to see here, as Big Little Company, fantastic on money. They have nothing to worry about whatsoever, as they have full Vezin buys across the board, some Spectrals for the extra ammo, nades, smokes, 2 incendiaries, and several other utility coming out. Not a single stem on the side of Brug, so they will have to play their lives a little bit more. And Big Little Company is... they're playing to win, I will say that. As we are seeing a potential quick B drop from the side of Brug here. Drone goes out. Retalker sitting outside of a window, maybe wanting to hit the delayed push onto that. NA outside of the balcony window, going for some blind fires. They are now pushing onto the balcony here. It is still a very slow push here. 3-minute delay is crazy, but it is required by me as I do not want any possible stream sniping of any kind to happen. As Heyne gets a little aggressive, almost dies to a nade. Double trip mines. Tog takes out Heyne. Bob takes out Hunter. As Mr. Gray takes out Gloomy, is a 4v3 against Big Little Company. Miyagi giving some cover fire. Gray EMP goes out. As Retalker swings in, Toon takes out Retalker. Tog takes out Gibbler, Bob, and Miyagi on the flank. Tog hitting the Rotato back to the B objective, so he does not get taken out by Mr. Gray. As Mr. Gray is now left in a 1v2, unaware that nobody is in A. Plant could have gone down, but it is not, unfortunately, for the side of Brug. And Gray does begin to start push up to A. As we are singing the push from Tog, as Mr. Gray takes out Tog, and Toon takes out Gray. Gray almost clutching up and taking out Toon, left on 22 HP. But unfortunately for Brug, they were unable to find that last kill. And Big Little Company has brought it back to a 5v5. We are even in the scores now. What will happen here? Brug was appearing to kind of take away the score here, as I have seen a chat say that this appears to be bullying from Brug. Not anymore, as Big Little Company has brought it back and has done a little bullying themselves, bringing it to the 5v5 here. Magnificent comeback from Big Little Company, I will say, but 2 rounds left to go was all it'll take for a team to win here. Or tie. We shall see what this will do. Hoping for a possible tie to bring us into a round 3. This is a very interesting game to watch. A very interesting game indeed. Since when hideout defender side, I meant to say offender side if I said defender. I was saying that Brug opted into the defender side as they had a great defense, as an incendiary goes out to block the garage push here. Drones go out. Tog is on the floor above on the roam. Interesting roam by Tog. Nades go out. Ineffective once again. Pings go out. Beautiful nade by Retalker. Heyne finds Gloomy. I'm sorry, that was not a nade from Retalker. Unsure what that was. Beautiful nade takes out Gloomy, making it a 5v4 here. Still slowing down on the garage, unaware that nobody is sitting in the garage side as they do begin to get set up to push here. Hunter wallbanging does tag Heyne. Heyne is lit outside of the laundry window here. Tog holding that front door, hoping to find Gibular Bob here soon. Does begin to rotate down, hearing Bob. Oh, Bob! Even though he's heard by Tog on the front door, still finds Tog on the stairs. It is now a 5v3. This is a better looking round from Brug than the previous ones. They are now the people with the man advantage as Hunter Toon gets taken out by Heyne. Hunter finds Heyne. Miyagi finds Hunter. Caleb finds Mr. Gray on the flank. It is now a 3v1 on the B objective. Caleb trapped in connector. Pings go out that Caleb is in the connector, so they are aware of his position. Retalker sneaking up with the cloak and finds Caleb in the connector as they have won their first round in several rounds, as they were done giving Big Little Company some rounds and they have said nope, time to bring it back. And it is now 6-5. Big Little Company hoping for a tie here. Brug hoping for a 7-5 victory here, so they do not have to push it to a round 3. This is a much closer game than expected. Much closer indeed, as we are seeing a final top floor offense, which tends to be more offender sided. Like I've said previously, it is the offensive choice of sites on hideout, as you can once again block off the middle here with an incendiary. Push for the plant. Big Little Company did have a great defense, though, so I'm very curious to see which side this will go to, as now both teams, Vezins across the board, except for poor Gloomy here, who was stuck with a pistol. We are seeing more smokes. They do love their smokes, I am seeing that. Trip mines placed by Hunter underneath the hatch, looking for that drop hatch pick as Hane is hitting the flank from bottom floor. Drone goes out. Gibbler Bob droning. Looking for the possible flanks. Finds nothing on the bottom. Marks out the door blocker on the objective, as it seems A will be their objective of choice here. Drone is taken out. As the push begins, Hane on the bottom floor. Unaware that Toon is on the bottom. Toon taking out Hane in theater room. Miyagi, Mr. Gray pushing in the building. Retalker pushing up with the EMP close onto the door. Nade out from Retalker. Does not catch anyone. Gloomy is low from the frag. No kill though. Gibbler Bob gets the foam on the walls. That incendiary is blocking Retalker's path. Nade comes out. Finds damage on Miyagi. As Tog takes out Retalker from the back of the objective. Beautiful shot by Tog. Nade out from Miyagi. Does not find anybody, as there's a trip mine. Unaware from Brug. They might run into if they push inside. Smokes out to block the vision of Brug, as it allows Big Little Company to push up onto the plant. Proximity alarm, letting them know that Miyagi's inside. Miyagi's stopped by Tog. Mr. Gray refragging Tog. Does find the kill on the back of the bathtub, as Gibbler Bob and Gray are occupied by Hunter on the B objective. Pushing up here as Mr. Gray does find Hunter. As they hit the rotate back over to A side, they now know that the flank is dead. Shots fired on the wall, wanting some cover fire. Gibbler Bob trying to find a cheeky pick onto Gloomy. Back in the connector. Does push in the site. Proximity alarm letting them know that Gibbler Bob is inside the objective. Caleb takes out Mr. Gray. Gibbler Bob forced to back out with the EMP. This is the last round. No point in saving here. This is a make it or break it round for them, as they're going for the win here. Big Little Company hoping for the tie. Caleb pushed up aggressive on the door, waiting for the Gibbler Bob push, but Gibbler Bob is a patient man, but pre-fired by Caleb on the stairs. What a beautiful headshot from Caleb. As we are into a 6-6, we will be seeing a map 3 in this series here, as the draw did come out. Very, very interesting, as the connoisseur votes were heavily in the favor of Brug against Big Little Company. Big Little Company making a name for themselves here, as they ended with 3 people still alive on the last round. We're going to continue to show the lobby here so we can get the scoreboard showing from the last round for anyone who is interested. Here is the leaderboard. As if you give me a moment here, allow me to hydrate, as my throat is very sore from my first time casting. Apologies for my English here. Casting VRML Breachers. Map 2 choice is Dam from, I believe, the side of Brug. Big Little Company opting into the defense, as Dam does seem to be, at least from my experience and this experience of others in the VRML community, to be a defender-sided map. As we are seeing the bottom floor objective as the first objective for Dam here. As Brug is getting set up to possibly make an A push here. As A does also seem to be the most popular site so far for Dam. Excited to see Dam played in the new Season 3. Side of Brug set up for an A push as Retalker in the back. Looking to possibly find Tog or Hunter. Tog is around the wall. Retalker is unaware. Pingo out. Maybe he knows of Tog's position here. And we are seeing a push in from Brug as early shots come out. Miyagi finds Hunter. Tog finds Retalker. Tog hitting back on the flank. Great positioning by Tog. Hey, almost finding the head of Tog on that little head peek there. Caleb getting a little aggressive. Hey about to find the Taurus shot, but Caleb backs off as they are aware of Hayne's fantastic Taurus shots here. As we are seeing Tog reapproaching the flank as Mr. Gray is aware. Tog finds Hayne, though. Hayne does go down. It is now a 3v4 for the side of Brug. That is the downfall of that head peek there. As beautiful nade goes out. Does not find any damage, unfortunately, for Brug as the wall gets blown by Gibular Bob. Mr. Gray finds Caleb. As Tog is re-hitting the flank, revisiting it. Hoping to find, once again, another pick as Brug is like, surely not again. Surely not another flank from Tog as he is pushing up here. Shots fired, and he does find the flank on it both! On the Miyagi, and Gloomy takes out both Gibular Bob and Gray, pushing up onto the bomb, and beautifully played by Big Little Company. Gloomy on the 1 HP Warrior. So we are seeing a strong start from Big Little Company, carrying over the momentum from Hideout into this damn map. Great start by Big Little Company, taking their early lead 1-0 up onto Brug. For those of you who might have missed it, new viewers or not, previous map was tied. Big Little Company and Brug going 6 on either side, bringing a 6-6 tie from the teams. So we will be heading into a map 3 here. Big Little Company taking an early lead up onto Brug, which is the opposite of what we saw from the last map. This Big Little Company is feeling a little more aggressive, a little more beautiful, a little more fabulous on this damn map defense. So they will be pushing A. That is Brug pushing the A objective here. Does seem to be the most popular one as well from my experience. As drone goes out looking for any roamers, any trip mines, any proximities, any utility. As Hunter is on an aggressive angle. Tog is also on a beautiful flank down these stairs. His shots are going out. And Tog looking to find an unaware player. Gibular Bob! Tog takes out Gibular Bob on the flank as they're now pushing the objective. Foam goes onto the wall. Gloomy set up, ready to defend his site. Retalker takes out Toon. Caleb takes out Hayne with the Vezin. Hunter finds Mr. Gray. Caleb finds Miyagi with the Vezin. Retalker reclaiming the EMP for the side of Brug. Hunter fighting Retalker as Retalker's left in a 1v4 situation, excuse me. Hits the Rotado onto B's side as it is a 1v4. They are completely unaware. Retalker goes for the plant. Will he stick it? Yes, he will. Pros don't fake, as they say. Hunter goes down. Sorry, EMP goes down. Hunter pushes up on the Retalker. Retalker goes down. And Hunter will get that defuse. Fantastically played by Big Little Company as they are now up 2-0 onto Brug. Moving into round 3 here. Looking at a top floor objective? Yes, it would appear to be a top floor objective indeed, as Brug is looking to be pushing the security side, possibly. Pings go out from Big Little Company, aware that they are pushing that side of the map as there are trip mines and statics utility placed. Drone goes down. Gibbler Bob following the Retalker drone here. Hane also following the drone. Drone pings the trip mines, pings the static, as they will not be dying to those trip mines today from that traumatizing 2K with the trip mines from the last map. Drone goes out, looking for the flank. Mr. Gray also looking at the flank from outside. That is very interesting positioning from Gray, as Hane does get tagged. Not sure where from, as they will be pushing. Nade goes out, finds no tags, was to clear the hallway. Miyagi looking to find Caleb. Nade goes out from Hunter. Many early nades and incendiaries and utility coming out here, as Brug is making their way to the B objective here. They are getting shot down from the wall bangs from the side of Big Little Company. Hane looking to find some cheeky blind fires. Does not find it through the wall. Brug taking their time. Gloomy looking for those pistol shots through the walls to save ammo inside of their Vezin. Retalker on the flank watch. Brug is pushing up. Still have a player on that flank watch. Very interesting. As the wall does get blown, Brug starts to pushing. Gloomy finds Retalker, Hunter, Hane, Tog, Gibular, Bob. Tog pushes out, finds Hane. As it is now a 1v5. Unfortunate from Brug. Fantastic from Big Little Company. Instantly shutting down the play. As Gray is now left outside on his own, still looking for a flank that is unfortunately never to come. Job not being fulfilled, as Gray has forced to tuck behind the crates and save for the next round with that Cadillo. Loving the Cadillo bike. As a Cadillo user myself, I absolutely love it on damn. Unfortunate round for Brug. Fantastic round from Big Little Company, as they will be up 3-0. Time running out here. As that will be the round secured for Big Little Company. As what is this hold from Caleb and Tog here? Interesting stacked hold from them. Anyone coming up those stairs will be dying instantly to find 3 players. Big Little Company up 3-0, headed into round 4, as we are saying a middle floor objective once again. I'm curious to see is what Brug will do here, as they are now buying out, as they do have 3 Vezins. Nope, scratch that. 3 Vezins and an Omen. Mr. Gray also getting the Vezin. That is 3 Vezins, a Cadillo, and an Omen. Miyagi with the Omen. They do have a stem and a cloak as well, so hopefully that stem can save them this time from any shots that come out early from the side of Big Little Company. Is Brug opting to go into the A push once again, hoping to find different results this time as they now have much stronger utility, much stronger weapons. As Tog is close up on the door. Backing out just in time before getting absolutely shot out by Retalker as Mr. Gray begins to push inside with the cloak active, looking to pre-fire Tog, who is no longer on the flank. Pinch play beginning to happen onto this hallway outside of the A objective. Brug taking their time here as they do begin to push up. Retalker trying to find some shots onto that door blocker broken. Big Little Company now confirmed that Brug is pushing the A objective. NA, Gray, Retalker all pushing up. Gibbler Bob holding the flank with the EMP. Mr. Gray does find Toon sitting on the right Tog, watching his teammate die as he does refrag Mr. Gray, getting revenge for Toon. Smoke comes out. Retalker hoping to find Tog. Incendiary does come out too. Stop that Tog rotation. Nade goes out, does not find Tog. Tog shooting through the smoke, hoping to find a connection onto Retalker's head. Finds nothing, but wall bangs are coming out. Good nade finds HP of Hunter. Second nade! As Hunter is now down to 6 HP, the stim already in use, waiting for the recharge. Gloomy down to 82 HP. Brug full HP except for Hane, who has 7 damage, which is basically nothing, as Hane finds his way inside the objective, finds Gloomy. Hunter finds Hane. Miyagi pushing up in a 1v1 with Hunter. Hunter takes out Miyagi. Retalker takes out Hunter. Tog takes out Bob, and Tog takes out Retalker. Big Little Company up 4-0 on Brug. This was unexpected from the connoisseur votes. They're beginning to sweat in their seats. Big Little Company definitely feeling the adrenaline rush now as they are up 3-0 on, sorry, 4-0 up onto Brug, as Beckham popping in the chat. Hey, Beckham. Little bit of trash talk from my teammate. Tog once again on the roam. This is a top floor objective once again. Good luck to you, Tim, Beckham, and Darius casting your scrim. I saw the ping come out in the team channel. Is Gibular Bob looking to find Hunter? Backs off to another angle as Hunter with a alright frag. Doesn't find a connection on anyone. Tog on the flank, as Brug does no longer have that flank watch that they used to outside of the window. He would have been great in this position now, as Brug begins to hit the A rotation. Tog coming up behind Gibular Bob, Mr. Gray. He will see Mr. Gray and Miyagi first. Finds Mr. Gray, finds Miyagi, backs off before Bob can find him, as Brug barely misses the heels of Tog, as Hane and Retalker are now pushing up onto the A objective. It is a 2v2 on the A site. Foam blows up the wall. Hane pushing the door. There are now 3 people on the side of Big Little Company inside as Caleb finds Gibular Bob. EMP drop down. Haney unable to recover the EMP. Looks for shots onto Gloomy. Gloomy unable to connect. Retalker finds Gloomy with the RCP. As an incendiary cuts off the Retalker rotations. Retalker finds Hunter anyway! He does not care about any incendiaries. Hunter goes down to the hands of Retalker as Tog finds Retalker on the flank. Tog putting in some work this round. As Haney is forced to hit the rotation. 24 HP into sight from the door. Caleb finds Haney. As Haney goes down, we are now into a 5-0 lead from Big Little Company on Dam. Ivis, I see you. Unfortunately, there is a big stream delay of 3 minutes, so you will not get your answer until 3 minutes later. But who won the first game? The answer is nobody. It was a tie. Map 1 hideout 6-6's Big Little Company had a beautiful comeback. Down 1-5. Brug opting into the A push as Retalker sending out a drone. Looking for as much information as they can possibly find. And drone goes down as Retalker, Mr. Gray, and Miyagi attempt to push in here. Haney looking for the possible flank again as Mr. Gray, Miyagi. Retalker and Gibular Bob push up. Grenade goes out, finding 5 HP onto Retalker, which is unfortunate for Big Little Company as wall does get blown as they now have more players than they did last time for this push. Miyagi, Mr. Gray pushing up, taking out that door blocker on a side as Incendiary comes out, finds health on Retalker. Caleb with the shots onto Mr. Gray as Miyagi pushing up. Beautiful. Smoke goes out. Cutting off the line of sight from Miyagi as he is unable to now shoot any players efficiently as Tog takes out Retalker on the head peak. Beautiful flank from Tog. Tog has been putting in work as Haney takes out Tog, says no more. Gibular Bob takes out Gloomy. Gibular Bob takes out Hunter. Caleb takes out Gibular Bob as he made his way far into the site. Caleb taking out Miyagi. As it is now a 1v2 situation. Haney hoping to back up Bob's work. Pushing into the site, hoping to find Caleb. Caleb hoping to find Haney. As the cloak does run out, they heard that, and Caleb takes out Haney! One shot is all it takes onto Haney, my fellas, and he is down, and it is now a 6-0 lead from Big Little Company. One more round required to win. Second map for Big Little Companies. They are now on the offensive side. Brug hoping to see a little bit of a different outcome on the defense here. Their defense on hideout was incredible, but we need to see an even better one on Dam. 6-0 lead. Big Little Company. Mid-floor objective. They will be opting to push into a potential A push, as I'm curious as to why no one likes pushing B. I personally love pushing the B side because it's very open. EMP can go down very quickly, especially on pistol rounds. You can throw out nades, smokes, whatever needed to get that EMP placement. But hey, these teams clearly know what they're doing as they are up 6-0. Retalker looking to roam. Wanting to pick a play out of Tog's book. Hopefully being as effective as he was on the roam. Drone's going out. Haney looking for the drone. Wallbang's going out. Hunter does get the foam down onto the wall. Looking to go upstairs, potentially find that flank as there's no one upstairs to flank. As Heine takes out Tog. Fantastic shot from Heine. Heine almost does find Hunter. Toon taking out Heine. Toon is very low. As it is now a 3v2v3. Caleb 1v3, and he is taken out from Retalker. Fantastic shot. 1 HP Warrior. As they now have a point on the board. 1-6 for Brug. Good luck in your scrim, Ivis. Unfortunate that you will have to miss the live of the 3 maps. Big Little Company versus Brug here. As this is a fantastic showing today from both teams. Connoisseur votes, once again, were heavily in the favor of Brug, but Big Little Company making a name for themselves here. Let me pull up those Connoisseur votes for you as we are getting into the round. 20 seconds left of the bye phase into round 8. Here is the leaderboard for anyone who is curious. Retalker going 5 and 6. Heine going 4 and 7. Mr. Gray 4 and 6. Scubular Bob 2 and 6. Miyagi 1 and 6. Tog an outstanding 13 and 2. Caleb 9 and 2. Hunter 5 and 5. Gloomy 3 and 4. And Toon 1 and 3 as they're all putting in work today as they are sneaking their way in from the top. Interesting strategy. Reminds me of the old days of Bandit when we would crouch our way down Skyscraper hoping to get the jump on the team, as that appears to be what they are doing now. Stog leading the charge here. Clearing out the top and the middle floor. They do have 3 minutes to use in the round. They don't have to spend it all at once. And I do have the Connoisseur votes for you now, my fellow people. It was 89-5 in the favor of Brug on the Connoisseur votes. Big Little Company saw that and went, hey, let us show you what we can do. As early shots go out onto Gibular Bob, as they are now pushing down into the B objective. Drone goes down. Late drone, love to see it, as they can now get much info onto the site. Gibular Bob half health, opting to play aggressive. Retalker potentially for the refrag, as Retalker does have an EMP. Gibular Bob with the Taurus. Good incendiary going out as they all hit the rotation to A site. But Brug is ready. Miyagi taking out Toon taking out Miyagi with the Jesper. Fantastic shot from Toon. As Heine now pushing out, taking out Gloomy. Retalker. Heine looking for the wall bang on the Toon. Fantastic shots. Mr. Gray goes in the back and takes out Caleb. What a defense hold from Brug on the Big Little Company there now. 2 points onto the board. 2-6. Mid-floor objective here. Big Little Company on the offense, Brug on the defense. Big Little Company looking for, once again, an A objective push. Hoping to find a different outcome from last time, as... Is that Heine? That appears to be Retalker going on the roam. Wanting to find some picks of his own. As Big Little Company gets ready to push. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And away we go into round 9. Drone goes out from Tog. Looking to find some information. Does find some cheeky trip mine placements as you get shot out, as Big Little Company wasting no time getting inside of the building here. Nade. S-tier nade from Heine, taking out Gloomy here as foam goes down on the wall. Wallbangs go out onto Tog, finding some shots. Gray taking out Tog. Gray pushing up aggressive here, wanting to find an aggressive hold as Gray takes out Caleb. Big little company completely wiped out. Apologies for the miss on Retalker's flank here. That was a beautiful flank from Retalker, taking out 2 on the back end, as the big little company was not ready for it. Fantastic positioning from Retalker. It is now 3-6 on the side of on the side of Brug. Apologies, big little company 6-3. No messing around anymore as Brug hoping this round to not end in a 3-7 against Big Little Company. Big Little Company hoping to end it in a 7-3. 13 seconds left in by phase, and we're off into round 10 of the second map. First map being a 6-6 tie. Fantastic game so far, as Big Little Company is set up to push a side. Drone goes out, looking for some information. Mr. Gray looking to take out that drone. Does! Early nade coming out, hoping to find some Big Little Company players following that drone. Unfortunately for the side of Brug, Big Little Company was not following the drone, anticipated the nade, baited it out, and they are now pushing up onto the wall, as Tog is on the back end, looking to catch a flank out. As we are seeing all 5 players of Brug sitting in the site this time, as Caleb hops up on the head peak, looking for some early headshots before the walls are blown. Does not find any. Smoke goes out. Retalker, good nade on the Gloomy. Hunter finds Mr. Gray through the smoke. As we're seeing 4 here as shots are going out. This is a fairly even round so far. Heyne barely missing Caleb on the head peak. Heyne hoping to keep going around. Gibular Bob, fantastic shot onto Caleb. EMP goes down. Heyne notices the EMP, pings it. Heyne takes out Hunter. Looking to push Toon here. Gibular Bob and Heyne. Heyne takes out Toon as Tog is now left on the back end. Miyagi turning the corner to find Tog. Tog waving his hands in the air, hoping to be spared by Miyagi, but Miyagi says, "No, sir! We are taking this round, and we are now 4-6 into round 10. Beginning of round 11 here by phase. KD check for those who are curious. Heyne 9-7, Retalker 8-6, Mr. Gray 7-7, Miyagi 4-7, Gibbler Bob 3-6. Everyone doing their part here, and Tog 13-5. Still with the 13 kills is Caleb 9-5, Hunter 6-8, Gloomy 3-7, and Toon 2-6. This is a fantastic showing from both teams here. You love to see it. Fantastic. As this is a top floor objective defended by Brug. Big Little Company forced to push the top objective, which is personally one of my favorite to push, as it does appear that they will be setting up for a potential B push. Someone is set up on the hatch there. He does move away. Drone goes out. Hatch gets foamed. Drone goes out into the hallway, looking for any trip mines. Tog pushing in. Hunter following Tog. Drone goes down to check the flank. Nobody is on the flank, though. From the side of Brug, Retalker looking for some early quick peeking around the corner, hoping that somebody will shoot at him. Unfortunately for him, nobody did, and he does not get any early information. Big Little Company taking a slow approach to the objective this time. 2:15 left on the clock in round 11. Apologies. Mixing up my words here, as Caleb, Hunter, Tog set up inside the building, hoping to find An over-aggressive member of Brug, but Brug has learned their lesson. Uncaught out trip mines does find damage. Hunter pushing up very quickly with the foam, and the EMP foam goes down on the wall. Heard by Gibbler Bob. Gibbler Bob. Nade in the pocket. Nade goes out. Great nade by Bob. Tog was... Apologies, Hunter was not there on the wall for the nade to find. Otherwise, that would have been a fantastic kill from Bob as Gloomy. Looking to wallbang. Proximity gives away the rotation from Hunter and Caleb. Proximity alarm shot out. No information given now to Brug from Big Little Company as Hunter pushes up to take out that door blocker. Retalker with the... Ooh! Headshot wallbang onto Gloomy. That is not what Gloomy wanted to find. Brug up 5-4 in players here. Much utility coming out here. Shots fired. Caleb taking out Retalker. Mr. Gray taking out Caleb. It is now 3-3 here. Hunter taking out Mr. Gray. Toon taking out Gibular Bob. It is a 3v2 now. Miyagi looking to push up. Hunter finding shots on the Miyagi. Heine finding Hunter through the smoke. Both players are low. 2 stems are in use here as Miyagi begins to heal. Heine begins to heal as well. 2v2 here for Tog Toon versus Heine and Miyagi. Heine finding Toon. Tog forced to hit the Rotado. Potentially saving his weapon here. But he says, nah, I'm the better player here. Looks to push Heine, but Heine and Miyagi with the crosshold does end up taking out Tog. Unfortunate for him, fortunate for Brug, as we are headed towards another 6-6. Hopefully, Brug can do it, bring it back to have the 6-6. As this is a fantastic showing from both teams here, as we will be heading into that map 3 from the tie on the first map. Can they do it? Can they bring it to a 6-6 and leave the last map in the hands of whoever wishes to take the 7 points, allowing them to take the victory of this? Maybe we'll see a 6-6 full tie across the board. Stay tuned to find out. Once again, apologies for the quality droppage of the stream. Not sure what's going on every now and then. Everything was working perfectly fine earlier today. Is fine every now and then with bits and pieces of lag to the stream. So once again, apologies for the viewers, but my voice is not laggy, not delayed. So you will still be getting real-time voice audio from me to listen on what's going on, even if the stream is frozen at parts. Once again, this is why I'm a co-caster and why I needed a host and why we are on my stream, because unfortunately a host was not able to host for me as nade goes out from top and clear the close corner, forcing Haney to back off to the rotation to B, as Big Little Company will be pushing up. Possibly going for an A, possibly going for a B push here, still undecided. As someone is on the back end out here. Who is this? This does appear to be Hunter. Potentially waiting to push up onto B as Heine will be waiting for Hunter. Big Little Company taking their time. Wanting to secure the 7-5. Heine taking out Caleb! That is not what they wanted to see. Tog pushing up the stairs, potentially looking for the roamer. That is Retalker. His Retalker is not ready for the roam clear here, as he does take out Hunter from the window. That is confirmation that Retalker is up in the window. He will now be expecting a flank potentially here soon, as Tog is pushing up on Retalker. Retalker watching the wrong doorway, unfortunately for him, as he does now begin to watch the doorway that Tog will be approaching. Tog scanning the room, taken out by Retalker. Fantastic shots by Retalker. Fantastic situational awareness. S-tier frag from Heine onto Toon, as it is now a 1v5 And it looks like we will be going into a 6-6 unless Gloomy can get an ace here. Gloomy taking out Hey Nay, Gibbler Bob taking out Gloomy. 6-6, ladies and gentlemen. Headed into map 3. Six on Hideout, 6-6 on Dam as we are headed into the third map. Here is the leaderboard for those who are curious, as I am sure you are very curious in the stats here from the players. Retalker and Hey Nay in the double digits and kills for the side of Brug. Big Little Company, Caleb and Tog in the double digits as well. As we are seeing very, very similar KDs actually from both teams. As Hey Nay 14-8, Tog 13-7, 1 kill, 1 death away. As Retalker 11-7, Caleb 10-7, 1 kill away from Retalker. 8-8 from Mr. Gray, 7-10 from Hunter. 1 kill away from Gray. Gloomy and Miyagi tied at 4 kills. Gibular Bob 1 more kill than Toon. Fantastic showing from both teams. Looking at a disconnect from both teams, I'm curious to see who will be joining in those plays. Maybe some connection issues, maybe headset issues. Who knows? Maybe they're even swapping out players to hopefully get the lead up on the other team, as it has been a tie across the board so far for both teams. Definitely has been an interesting matchup so far, as we are seeing many disconnects from the side of Brug. Curious if they're restarting, whether it's ping issues or what's going on here. As Big Red joins in for the side of Brug. That is a new face, and we will actually be seeing a server swap. I'm assuming hosted by Brug. Yes, it will be on Retalker now, switching to Retalker's server as we are headed into map 3. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Once again, the map bans from the teams were... Wish I wasn't way too laggy on the server. Apologies for the lag on the stream. Welcome, Angel, to the stream as well. Once again, the map bans are Ship and Arctic. The soon-to-be revamped map and the newly revamped map, so we will not be seeing either one of those, as I am curious to see what the picks will be for the teams here, as we could see a factory and we could see a skyscraper, as we just saw Hideout and Dam 6-6. Great work from both teams. As now we are seeing Retalker Hane, Big Red, new onto the leaderboard here. Gibbler Bob and Mr. Gray for the side of Brug. Gloomy, Caleb Tog, Hunter, Big Little Company with the new face onto the leaderboard, Dopiest. Wanting to make a name for himself here. Hoping to put out as good as a show as we have seen earlier. As we were getting some waves. We were getting some waves from everyone here. Hello, Retalker, Big Red, Hane, Tog. Glad to be casting this for you as we are headed into Skyscraper. Not seeing a factory today, ladies and gentlemen, as we are moving on to Skyscraper. Great choice from the teams, as we have not seen enough of Sky, in my opinion. I personally do not like playing the map, but that is my personal opinion, as other teams love playing this map. And I enjoy watching it. So I'm glad we could see here's Big Little Company starting on the offense. And we are seeing Brug on the defense as we are getting a bottom floor objective here. B being the most common push here as they get the hatch that Big Red is set up for to defend. And they drop the hatch and they drop into B and get the EMP planted, take full site control. Will we be seeing that from Big Little Company? I'm not sure. As they are actually all now setting up over there, so we will potentially be seeing the hatch drop play here. Big Red, let's see what work he can put on the roam. Drone goes out, clearing the roam for Big Little Company to enter. Ping goes out, foam goes out onto the hatch, getting ready to blow, as the people in the B objective have heard that on the side of Brug. Hatch gets blown. Both hatches blown, A and B. Very interesting from the side of Big Little Company, as they are wanting to open up as much space as humanly possible. Big Red hitting the slow flank, as he is anticipating the flank watch that is being done by Big Little Company. Mr. Gray finding Dopius with a fantastic frag. Retalker finding Caleb. Hane finding Hunter out on the railing, as Gloomy does make his way down. Big Red finding Tog. Mr. Gray finding Gloomy. It is a total wipeout on the side of Brug, taking out everyone on Big Little Company. Up 1-0 lead. This time starting out with a beautiful victory on the map of Sky. Headed over to the second floor. We are on to one of my personal favorite sites of the entirety of Skyscraper. One of the most balanced in my opinion. As apologies, this is not second floor, this is first floor. That is what I meant to say. Do not flame me for that. Could you see me lagging when you were streaming, Angel? I could see a little bit of jittering here and there. Not too much, though. That is definitely interesting. Unfortunate for you. Fortunate for Toon being able to come in and play. As we are seeing drones coming out for a potential bathrooms push onto B side here, as there is a flank watch by Big Red taking out Dog. Hanging out on the room with the Taurus. Gloomy wanting to make his way down these stairs potentially. Mr. Gray 1 HP sitting in bathroom. Gloomy and Big Red about to get into an altercation here, and the staircase as Big Red goes out with beautiful fire, kills Gloomy, but Dopey is refragging. Big Red is now down to 1 HP Warrior, along with Mr. Gray, who is currently on 3 HP. Nade goes out, unprimed Reef Talker finds Dopius on the staircase, as Hane was down on that flank, ready. Fantastic positioning from Hane. As we are now down to a 2v4. Mr. Gray down on 3 HP. If he can find a kill onto Mr. Gray, it'll be a 2v3, apologies. And Caleb not ready for Retalker, close on the window. Retalker finds some shots. Hunter taking out Retalker. It is now a 2v3. Hane getting aggressive on the window. Hunter and Caleb fighting Hane. As they do fall into the window. Hane taking out both with beautiful Taurus shots. It is now a 2-0 lead for Brug. Now, we are on to the second floor, as we will be seeing Big Little Company finally able to not invest into Vezins. In fact, going for the RCP, there we go, double Vezin by the Omen and the Spectral. Light utility coming out. As we will be seeing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and around 3. Here we go. We are off. Drone goes out to drone the staircase A side, as they are looking to push Lounge. Hunter holding the aggressive peek on the angle. Drone looking to find Big Red on the flank. Not quite. Doesn't find him. Well, they find him. Big Red tucked in the corner. Drone does find Big Red and backs off. Not letting Big Red know that they have found him, so they are aware that someone is on that flank. Manny Repel's coming out. Tog looking to hold this window. That is a great angle by Tog. Hunter looking inside, looking for the head of Retalker. Is unable to see him at the moment. Manny Repel's going on to Lounge, as this will be a committed A push now. Gloomy going in. Retalker, beautiful shot on the Gloomy. Beautiful shots onto Caleb. Mr. Gray finishing him out with a frag. Retalker finding Hunter. Retalker with the 3K onto Dopiest. It is now a 1v5 for Tog here, as he is held on the staircase by Big Red. Aggressive hold by Big Red. Toggling for the blind fire. Does not find the blind fire, as we will now be following him on the roof. Looking for some picks onto the window. Does find a tag onto someone's shoulder. Unfortunately, does not find the kill. Will be going down the vent, which is unexpected. And Brug's definitely not expecting it, as they are not rotating towards him. They are still holding that staircase. Tog drops down, unheard by Brug, because they is across the map. Holding an aggressive angle. A little bit of lag coming out. Retalker. Hane kills Kibular Bob. WTK from Hane. Bob was definitely not expecting that one, making it slightly more possible for Tog to clutch up this 1v4. No ace required. Retalker and Tog about to run into each other. Retalker finds Tog around the corner. Tog was not ready for it. Great timing from Retalker. Unfortunate timing for Tog, as Brug is now up 3-0 onto Big Little Company on Skyscraper. 15 seconds left in the buy phase onto round 4. As we were saying, Big Little Company kind of relaxed, just, you know, going through the motion, waiting to get around for themselves to get that momentum going, because as we have seen, they can very much do so, as we are seeing a half Vezin buy from Big Little Company, full Vezin buy from the side of Brug, as they have all the money in the world. Here is Katie checks for people who are wondering. Retalker 6-1. Big Red 3-1. Mr. Gray 3-0. Hey Nate 3-0. Gibular Bob 0-1, technically 0-0, but had the unfortunate TK. Hunter 1-3, Dopiest 1-3, Caleb 0-3, Tog 0-3, Gloomy 0-3, as they have unfortunately not been able to take any rounds on to Brug. And they're taking their time on the roof here, wanting to hit that B rotation, as they are not expecting Gibular Bob with the S tier positioning. Looking out towards that vent here. Great hold from Bob in the red room. Tog, Hunter, and Caleb on the staircase. Gloomy going down the vent here, hoping to not get caught out by Big Red and Gibular Bob, who are both waiting in that room. S-tier nade from Gloomy onto Big Red, who gets taken out by that frag, and Tog not wanting to take space into the site. Dopey is taking out Heyne in the hallway, I believe, as Hunter finds Gibular Bob. Great shot by Hunter. Proximity alarm goes out. No need, though, as they are already aware of their presence in the server room. Tog, Hunter getting ready to flood in. Caleb finds Mr. Gray as Hunter gets the EMP down, as Tog goes for Retalker. Retalker finding Tog. It is now a 1v3 for Retalker. Pushing up here with EMP planted. Does find a headshot on the Caleb. Fantastic shot from Retalker. 1v2 situation. Hoping to find an ambitious player who is peeking around the corner. Great run into the side. Does find Hunter. One player left. It is a 1v1. Time running out on the EMP as the rotation comes out from Gloomy. EMP defuse does begin to happen as he will begin to run out of time. Does find the headshot on Gloomy. Will they have time? Will he have time? We shall see. And no, he does not. Unfortunate. Very close to clutching that up. Great shots from Retalker. Great defuse coming out from Retalker. Unfortunately, a couple seconds off. 1 second off, and he would have had that last tick. Big Little Company on the board. 1-3. Big Little Company finally able to invest into the full Vezin buy here, as Brug also with the full Vezin buys. They have had so much money from the previous rounds. The 3-round victories adding up to their money, and the lack of deaths coming out from Brug also adding to the money, as they were able to carry weapons over from the previous rounds. As we get started into round 5, here we go. Door broken, staircase rushed, drone out, and we are heading to a bottom floor push, potentially a push here, as they are droning out any roamers who are waiting for them, as Big Red is on the roam, looking the wrong direction. As he does begin to correct his positioning. Tog looking for Big Red, as Big Red is up on that roam, looking for the head of Tog. Does find it. Finds Dopius. 2K coming out from Big Red. W positioning. Fantastic nade. Does not find anyone, though, as they are sitting on the staircase. Big Red opting to hold the EMP. Does get scooped up by Hunter. EMP now back in the possession of Big Little Company. Not what they were wanting to see in the beginning here. So their teammates go down. Good nade does find Retalker, gives away his positioning. Retalker opting to hold that position. Swings out, finds Hunter. Caleb refragging Retalker. Hane wanting to find Gloomy. Does not connect the bullets, unfortunately. Big Red sneaking up on the staircase. Caleb is not ready for it. Will he find Caleb? Caleb distracted by Mr. Gray. Big Red swings out, finds Caleb. No, he does not. Big Red finds, goes down to Caleb. Mr. Gray finds Gloomy. Caleb finds Mr. Gray. We are in a 1v2 situation. Fantastic flick from Caleb here, as he does have the EMP. He is wanting to hit that Rotado, possibly to B site. Maybe, we shall see. Or is he opting to save? It would be a very interesting save coming out from Caleb, as they're looking to get their second point onto the board here against Brug. Maybe just waiting it out to possibly hit the late rotation back to A side, as that does appear to be what is going on here. Potentially from Caleb. Good situational awareness. Good knowledge of the game. Great knowledge of his opponents as well, as it does appear to be working, as we are seeing Hane rotating out towards B, and we are seeing Gibular Bob getting impatient in A with his hands on the ground, wanting to see some action here, wanting to claim more kills too, wanting to claim any kills towards his KD as foam goes down from Caleb. Ball gets blown. As we are seeing 30 seconds left on the clock, Gibular Bob in a fantastic position. Shots go out onto Caleb. Gibular Bob finds his first kill of the skyscraper round. Brug up 4-1 onto Big Little Company. Last round before the swap of the Revolters and the Enforcers. Retalker placing a cheeky proximity inside of the red room so they do not have to watch it. Big Little Company hoping to find one more round before they swap. Would be more practical for them. Big Red once again on the roam, hoping to find a second pair of kills once again. Big Little Company once again taking their time, as this is the last map of the series. Crouch walking comes in, shots fired, doors broken as they are getting ready to push this Tog, clearing out the bottom roam. Hunter, Dopiest, and Caleb just sitting patiently outside of the building. Big Red hoping to find Tog here, as we might see some action as Big Red backs off with a From Watch, so he will not find Tog scooting up the stairs. Fortunate for Tog, or unfortunate if you would have found that kill, as Big Red is waiting for Gibular Bob to walk down those staircases, except Gibular Bob does not go up the staircases. He goes up the outside stairs to the roof, potentially going to the red room repel to find Gibular Bob. Gloomy. I apologize. Was I calling Gloomy Gibular Bob? I saw the G and thought it was him. My bad. Apologies for the viewers. But Big Gibular Bob finding his second kill on the Gloomy. Brug up 5-4 in players. Up 4-1 in score. And the rest of Big Little Company. Nade goes out. Takes out the double utility placement on the door. Retalker! Fantastic shot on the Hunter. Big Red finding Tog on the roam. Big Red looking to find a second kill here. As shots go out from Caleb, shots go out from Big Red. Both players getting dangerously low. Dopiest finds Hane. Retalker finds Dopiest. And we are at the end of the round, as we begin to switch the teams. Offense and defense do switch after 6 rounds. Brug up 5-1 on onto Big Little Company. This has seemed to be a theme throughout the series here. Someone gets up 5-1 and the comebacks come out. Turned it into a 6-6. Let's see what Big Little Company can bring us on the defense. No momentum to carry over this time from the side of Big Little Company. Only momentum from the side of Brug as they are wishing to storm the objective here as they do get the ideal B push potentially set up. No. Curious to see what Retalker and Haney are doing. On the bottom floor, going out for the windows. They are setting up for an A push. Big Little Company not anticipating the A push, as B is the most popular push here. Mr. Gray taking out the top window, potentially looking for some flanks, maybe hopping into that window. Big Reg, Hey, and Retalker are setting outside of the window on the bottom floor. Dopius in a great position. Tog in a great position. Tog finds Mr. Gray on the roam. Tog sent down to half HP. Doesn't matter. He got a kill, dipped off, and he will not be found by the refrag of Brug. Gibular Bob set up on the window. Does get taken out by Dopius. Dopius drops down to potentially find a kill. Does get seen by Heyne and Retalkers. They open up that window. Dopius goes for shots fired. Does sit back a little bit, just keeping them busy on those lobby windows as they do begin to push in. Haney looking for a Taurus shot, does not connect. Second, third body shot, fourth body shot. Dopius finds Haney, Retalkers finds Dopius, Tog finds Big Red on the roam once again. It is a 4v1 against Retalker. Big Little Company feeling the defense adrenaline here, as I believe they do have this round secured unless Retalker can pull out a 1v4 situation, which is very, very doable by anyone in this lobby. Retalker pushing up onto the A objective once again, not wanting to give out as Big Little Company is expecting the B rotation. Nobody's expecting Retalker on A. Retalker has the site for free, actually, as he begins to push in without the EMP, unfortunately, so he cannot plant and hold the EMP plant. He is forced to push Big Little Company onto the B objective. Shot fired by Retalker as Big Little Company is aware of his situation now as he is stuck on the A site. Pitches go out, movements go out. Retalker looking to find the head of someone. Does find Hunter! Good shots from Retalker. Looking for the connector rotation here. Wanting to not get found on his left is 28 seconds left on the clock as he finds Tug! Face action shot from Retalker as we are now seeing the rotation from Big Little Company back into the B objective. Retalker has 18 seconds, 17, 16, 15 seconds on the clock left. Ladies and gentlemen, as he does back out for EMP, is unable to get the EMP in time, does rotate around to find Caleb, who is set up aggressively. 4, 3, 2. Caleb finds the head of Retalker, and we are on to round 8. 2-5 for the side of Big Little Company. Leaderboard check for those who are wondering. Caleb 5-6, Dopiest 5-7, Hunter 2-7, Tog 2-7, Gloomy 1-6, Retalker 17-4. Big Red 7-4, Mr. Gray 4-3, Heyne 3-3, Gibular Bob, the man himself, 2-4. 5-2 lead from the side of Brug, 2-5 down on the side of Big Little Company. Let's see if they can bring it back for another 6-6 across the board. A tie would be fabulous. A victory would be even better. as we are on the round 3. Apologies, map 3, round 8. Let's get it. Bathroom push setup, looking out. Tog jumps out, finds Big Red. Unfortunately, does not find Gibbler Bob. Fortunately for Gibbler Bob, he does find the head of Tog. So it is now a 4v4 situation for the side of both teams here. Incendiaries does come out. Nade comes out, finds Gloomy, tags him a little bit. Decent nade from Gibbler Bob as the Incendiary forces him to stay outside of the building. Heyne Retalker pushing up, getting a little more aggressive. Lumi on the wall. If the wall does get blown, he will be caught out here. Heyne dropping the foam onto the wall. Gibbler Bob does find some damage. As we are seeing drops going down to Heyne. Heyne wanting to be the person to plant that EMP. Shots going out to find a wall bang, hopefully for the side of Big Little Company, as Retalker is watching the flank. They're hoping for Big Little Company to flank, potentially trying to find Tog, who is already dead, as their roamer. Mr. Gray and Retalker rotating to the other wall. Mr. Gray does get both walls open. Heyne fighting Caleb. Gloomy caught out. Hunter finds Gibbler Bob as Gloomy is stuck in between the wall, gets shot out by Mr. Gray, and Heyne goes in for the plant as Hunter and Dopiest are forced to now push the B objective as the sound of VMP goes on, and we are now seeing Hunter and Dopiest for the retake onto B side. Both walls are open. Anything can happen here. Dopiest begins to round the corner. Corner is being watched by Mr. Gray, as we are seeing shots out onto Hunter. They might want to opt into saving the Vezin now, as it is a very, very close round, as the EMP does run out of time. That is a secured victory for the side of Brug, bringing it to 6-2 on Sky. Brug carrying over their momentum from the previous rounds on Skyscraper, up 6-2 on Big Little Company, wanting to stop it now, put the pin in it, drop the 7 victory on to Big Little Company, hoping to finish this out on the 7-2. Big Little Company hoping to bring it back for another 6-6 map here, as they do want to see a tie across the board, as a victory is no longer available for them. Very much available for the side of Brug, as they have many rounds to work with. As a matter of fact, they have 3 rounds they can lose and still be able to win. Beginning of round 9 here is Gloomy and Hunter having some fun. Gloomy getting slapped around by Hunter, knock some sense into him, get him to hit his shots as Heyne breaks the window. Gibbler Bob also on the window. Drone goes out. Hunter finds the drone. Flashbang goes out, does not connect into the eyes of any defenders. Nade goes out. Unfortunate nade from the side of Brug, does not find anyone. Gloomy almost getting shot out from the random shots from Gibbler Bob, as we are seeing Tog on the flank, hoping to find someone. As Mr. Gray and Heyne find Gloomy and Hunter. Dopiest finds Mr. Gray. Tog finds Retalker. Gibbler Bob finds Dopiest, as they are now in the objective. Caleb finds Heyne. Big Red finds Caleb, as Tog is the last player alive for the side of Big Little Company. EMP goes down. This is the last round of the series. If the EMP is fully planted and goes off, as Tog looks to find kills, the 1v2 situation, finds the head of Big Red. 1v1 against Gibbler Bob. Can Gibbler Bob finish it out for the side of Brug, Who knows? Tog is pushing up. Time ticking down. Finds Gibular Bomb as he goes for the defuse. He finds the EMP with ease. It is out in the open on the Bob. Hoping to have time for the defuse. And he gets it! Big Little Company wins. 3-6. Looking for that tie as we are headed into round 10 as he hits the Macarena at the end in celebration. Pardon me as I leave you guys on the cam onto the Tog roam here as I go get myself some water as I have seemed to run out and my throat is getting dry. Enjoy. I am back, hydrated like before. Tog finds Retalker, Hunter finds Gibular Bob. Early picks coming out from Big Little Company as Tog does get hunted down, finds Big Red. Unfortunate pick from Brug. Tog finds Mr. Gray. 3K from Tog looking for the 4K. Heyne does drop down to B objective, finds Hunter. WS finds Heyne as we are now 4-6. Big Little Company bringing it back. Will we see a 6-6 game once again? We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic series. Once again, the connoisseur votes were heavily in the favor of Brug. No one was expecting this. As we look at the website now, as we go to Brug, waiting for round 11 to start. We see that 89-5 were the connoisseur votes in the favor of Brug against Big Little Company. Big Little Company making a name for themselves tonight, as it is 4-6. Round 11, hoping to see a tie from Big Little Company to prove everyone wrong and show them that they are very much capable, as they have been tonight, proving themselves more than enough. Round starting. Round 11. 4-6 from the side of Big Little Company. Retalker, Heyne, Mr. Gray, going down the vent. Opposite side of the map, looking to find the double roam clears. Topius and Tog are both on the roam. Drops go out. Tog heard this. He's in a great position to find these three players out. Nade goes out. Trigger discipline as Tog pings Mr. Gray, hoping to find another player. Walk in front of him. Dopius finds Heyne. Mr. Gray finds Dopius. Tog sitting in front of Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray cannot find him. Oh my gosh! Tog finds Mr. Gray and Retalker. Awesome trigger discipline as a nade does go find another player who had the EMP, as Gibular Bob is forced to hit the Rotado to the B objective window. It is the repel is heard from Big Little Company as Brug is beginning to, I would say, potentially panic here, as they do just need the single round, but Big Little Company putting on a show, showing them that, no, you will not find this easily. Gibbler Bob looking on the window, wanting to grab that EMP potentially. Opting to go to the roof, potentially to save the Vezin, as yes, they are on terrible eco, unfortunately. Gibbler Bob riding out Flay on the roof, as we did for Bob. Back on Bandit. Love to see it, as Big Little Company will be gaining that 5th victory. 5-6 against Brug. Looking to find the 6-6 in the end, as Gibbler Bob is saving on the roof. Smart play by Bob, as if he does lose that Vezin, he will not have a Vezin in the next round, as we are already looking at some unfortunate eco from the side of Brug. All that money gone just like that, as Big Little Company has been putting in work today. So much work, in fact, that we saw a 6-6. Map 1 and 2, map 3 Skyscraper. Potentially heading once again in the direction of a 6-6. As we were seeing a player getting ambitious, maybe passing by the window. Teasing Gibbler Bob a little bit, that was Tog. And here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round over victory for Big Little Company. 6-5 in the favor of Brug. Headed into round 12, the absolute last round of the series here, as we have no more rounds, no more maps, no more gameplay from the teams after this one. It'll either end in a win for Brug or a tie from Big Little Company to end in a full 6-6, 6-6, 6-6 tie game, which would be very interesting in the first week of the Season 3 of VRML Breachers. Good door blockers, good utility usage, as Big Little Company has all the money in the world to spend on this last round to fortify, hoping to bring out that tie, as Retalker is down towards lobby. Dopey is waiting for him at the lobby doors. Retalker shoots out the window, wanting to hold a long angle, wanting to bring out the rotation of Dopiest. Hey breaks the window, distracting Dopiest. We are seeing the drone coming out to potentially clear things, as they are hitting a very slow push onto the A objective here. As Big Red does find Tog. Dopiest finds the kill onto Retalker outside the door. Haney unfortunately unable to find the head of Dopiest. Dopiest fighting Haney on the window. Dopiest continues to fight him on the window, keeping him out of the building, as there's a minute and 55 left on the clock. Tog finds Mr. Gray on the back. W run from Tog. Finds Gibbler Bob. Caleb finds Big Red. It is now a 1v5. Heyday. Will he find the ace? Is there a player on the right side of his window, as he is unaware of their presence? Almost finds the head of the players. Dopiest finds Heyday. And we are on a 6-6 tie. Ties across the board. It is a full tie for the teams. Week 1 VRML Season 3, ladies and gentlemen. Big Little Company versus Brug. Unexpected for the connoisseur votes. They've done it. They've brought it back. Ladies and gentlemen, they were down 1-5. Brought it back to be a 6-6. Good work from Big Little Company. Good work from Brug as well. These are the final leaderboard stats as we head into the lobby. I will sit there for you to take it in, as you were probably curious in the final KDs. As here they are for you, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, 3 players did leave before the lobby was, as we did load into the lobby. So, yeah. There you have it. 6-6. Amazing work from both teams. GG's. Great game to both teams. All of the players. Tog dropping a wonderful 13-8 in the end. OPS 11-9. Caleb 7-8. Hunter 5-9. Gloomy 1-8. Hane 6-7. Gibbler Bob 4-8. And the last players you would have to see in the recording, because I do not have it here, unfortunately. Apologies for that, folks, but that is the end of the series today. I have been your caster, Flair, and I will see you later.